friends. Happy Thursday. How are you? Welcome. Terry here, and it is after 3:30. It has been a busy morning day for me. It is laundry day, and so I got laundry going. Jerry's been trying to help out as much as he can, and he's finding out his limitations. He was able to take care of the dishes in the dishwasher, but I loaded it up, which isn't much, just breakfast and lunch dishes. And I started laundry, and as I was sitting in the sunroom for a minute, he came in and he said that he switched loads. So he put mine from the dryer onto the bed, and then he put his into the dryer, and he said that he can't fold. He tried. He just can't. I said that's fine. So but my order from Country Life was supposed to come today for the grain wheat and all that. We were supposed to get 2 pails with gamma lids that screw on. These are food approved pails, 5-pound buckets, and then there was supposed to be a 5-pound bag of red hard wheat and a 5-pound bag of yellow popcorn that will be milled for cornmeal. Might be used for popcorn too, who knows. And then there's supposed to be 2 bags, a 25-pound bag of the hard winter wheat, white, and then the 25-pound bag of the soft white wheat. One of 2. FedEx said they delivered it. I went out there and everything was there except for the 2 25-pound bags of grain. So I called Country Life up and they looked it up, and she said maybe it's still coming on 2 different trucks, because it showed that between 11 and 3. Well, it's 3:35. Jerry figures, and so do I, that the person didn't pay attention and didn't realize that there was 2 orders, and when the person gets back tonight and sees that they still have things on there, then they'll realize, and it'll probably be delivered tomorrow. We're hoping so. I have a piece of my English muffin bread right here with my homemade Christmas jam. And then I grabbed a glass of 2% milk. So I should have finished this, but this bread is so good. Excuse me a second. But it's nice and crunchy. It tastes like English bread or English muffins, but in bread form. Now, this bread, it rose up to the top of the loaf pan like it's supposed to. I baked it, and as soon as I got it out, it would look nice and good, and as soon as it cooled, it dips down. So it's only, excuse me, about half the size it should be. And it says, that's probably when I looked it up, I probably overproofed it. I let it rise too long. So, but still tastes good. So when I track it on my app, there is a English muffin bread in there. And I take half a slice because it is literally this big and this long, not a full size. So, but I just sliced that up for us and made a couple slices and got one for Mr. Jerry, and we're down to like 3 slices of it left. So that was a good find. I will definitely make that again along with the raisin bread. But the next time I do raisin bread, I'm going to do a cinnamon sugar, cinnamon brown sugar raisin bread. But so this morning, our two cats have been off the last few days. Well, ever since his surgery. 5:30 this morning, and we've been going to bed by 10:30. And so I'm falling asleep about 11. But at 5:30 this morning, Miss Nala started her crying. And I'm like, it's only 5:30. She normally doesn't wake us up until 7. If anybody's going to wake us up early, it's going to be Simba. And all he does, he walks from Jerry to me to Jerry. He goes to Jerry and meows, and Jerry can pet him, and he usually settles down. And then after a little bit, he gets up, comes over to me, and he starts pawing and pawing. Well, this morning, Jerry kept putting his arm over so he couldn't. And the one time that he did that, Simba kind of bit him, and not hard, just like that warning bite. And Jerry says as soon as he did it, he said it was comical because his face went like the, oh crap, and then he ran. But shoot, it was, we listened to that for almost an hour, and between the two of them. Jerry finally got up, and I said, do you want me to get up? And he says, no. He says, I think I can get the can open. And so he fed them, and he came back to bed. He said that they ate. They were eating when he came back to bed. And as soon as we got back in bed, Nala came in, and she started crying again. And Simba got up on the bed, and he started crying, and he started pawing. And we're both like, really? So about 7:45, and I had been awake. Jerry fell asleep in between, but I just laid there, and about 7:45, I finally said, nuts to this. He needs to sleep. I need to sleep, but I wasn't the one who had surgery. So I got up, both cats darted out of the bedroom, and I gave them some more food, wet food, and that seemed to appease them. Made some coffee. He got up, I don't know, half hour later. No noise out of the cats at all. He went to have his breakfast, and I went to take a shower, took a shower, came back out, and Nala started right in crying again. I'm like, really? It hasn't been that long. But I let her cry. It's not like it was, I don't know, with a Siamese, who knows. But she's a kitten yet, really. She'll be 3. So all you do is talk to her, and then she flaps and everything, and you bend down and pet her and stuff. But I got my breakfast all made, went and sat down, and we have so many birds right now because it was snowing. Jerry counted like 21 doves, and there was at least 6 squirrels. And we've got 2 crows now that come over because there is seed on the ground. And so between all of that, the whole morning, our cats have just been, I think, overstimulated, and they haven't slept. And so after I made my breakfast and all that stuff, I came in here and I printed up the next clues for the Scrappy 2026. And I told you guys wrong before. I have done 4 blocks, and now I have to do 5, 6 next, and then 7, 8 came out today. So I printed that up. I moved my game day material or clue 3 over to the side, and I was going to cut that fabric out. Well, my friend Char last night showed me a cross stitch pattern that she decided to start for herself. It's called Seeking Refuge. And I remember seeing that one and I thought, man, I wonder if I bought that. That came out, the designer did it in 2020 when we were all in lockdown. And I thought, I think I have that. So I went back and looked and everything and looked on my order sheet and nope, I don't have it. But it got me into that itch of I want to cross stitch on one of my samplers. I haven't been cross stitching really. I start something and I don't finish it because it's not really, I think, what I want to do. So after I got this morning and everything, I came in here and the 2026 container sent over here, and I've got the instructions right here. And I went into the closet right there and I started looking through all my sampler cross stitch patterns. Now back in 2020 when I started cross stitching, I would order the pattern with the DMC conversion. And so the majority of them had the floss already in the with the pattern. Some of them have the fabric with it, and it is like 40 count linen or 36 count linen, and these eyes don't do linen. I discovered that quickly, even with a magnifier. So, but I looked through them all, and there's a couple of them that I thought, oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do that. And then I came across 2 of them. And do you think I can think of the name? Nope. But anyways, I'll insert a picture of it. And I found it was originally done on 32 count linen, and it will be, if I use the 32 or 16 count, it would have been 9 by 9, almost 10 by, because it was like 9 by, you might as well say 9 by 9. Well, my linen, or not my linen, my Ada's getting a little bit thin right now because I quit buying Ada, and because I wasn't cross stitching, I was doing other things. And so I did find a piece of 18 count wheat, and that would have made it so it's going to be 10 by 9, something like that. And I got the piece cut out with the extra inches all around it. Wonderful calculators on 1, 2, 3 Stitch and Fat Quarter Shop that will help you figure out what size to cut your fabric out so that you have your correct border around it, so when you finish it. So I decided I wanted to do that. And 18 count, I can use 1 strand of thread, and then it is, you know, 1/1. Yeah, 1/1, because you're doing 1x at a time like that. So I got that all figured out. Went to put it into the sunroom, and then that's when I got the notification on that my order was here, and then I had to call and all this and that. Next thing you know, it's lunchtime, so I went out and sliced up. Since he can't use both hands, I just finished slicing up the bread because next week I'll have to make more bread. So I got that all sliced up, and he came out, and what he can't do is like his cereal needed this morning, it was a brand new, and he couldn't pull on it, and he was going to take the shears, but I was right there, so I opened it up, and he wanted some Simply white cheddar Cheetos, and that wasn't open yet, and he just laid it there waiting for me, and then I opened it up so he could get some, and then, you know, I took care of it and stuff. So, but once I got everything situated with all the calls and everything, and got the laundry going and everything, I went out in the sunroom, put the Olympics on. Is anybody going to watch the Olympics? Put the Olympics on and put my feet up and started cross stitching. And I forgot how enjoyable that is. Of course, all my crafts are very enjoyable. That's why I crochet a lot. That's why I sew a lot. That's why I knit socks. You know, I just don't have enough time in the day, and it seems. But anyway, so I've been really enjoying that, and I blame it on my friend for showing me what she's going to do, and I still want that pattern, but y'all, patterns have jumped up in price. For that pattern without the floss and linen or fabric that you want to go with it, it's just like, it's like $17, and I'm like, holy Toledo. So my friend's going to put it up in her living room because it is very fitting for even nowadays, and that's why I still might get it, because I like, it's a sampler, and I like the verse that's down below on it, and so, but yeah. So tomorrow my grain mill to turn my wheat berries into flour will be here tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully my 2 bags of berries will be here, and if not, I was told to call back where I ordered it from on Monday. And so if it's not here by the 3 o'clock time, I will call them Friday so they can contact, because FedEx has got it. So, but they show the same picture that I was given, so here's hoping. So last night we did that beef stew, and that was really good. The meat was tender enough that you could break it with your fork or spoon or whatever. I should have chopped it a little smaller, but I didn't. But it's still good. So we have enough for another meal. But tonight I have pork chops I got to use up, and so I'm just going to do pork chops with some type of potato, and I think green beans. And yeah, and I think Friday we will have the leftover beef stew. And Saturday there's an auction he wants to go to in town, so Saturday he will in the morning take that wrap off with the gauze and see how pretty his hand might look, and then put a couple band-aids on it and see how his hand adjusts for him driving, because, you know, he's had it like this and you can't hardly move. He's supposed to move the fingers, but the way I'm moving mine, he can't do that because it's so padded here. All he can do is just like this. So, and then he goes back I don't think it's next week. I think it's the week after, to get the stitches taken out. So I don't know this month, because I didn't realize Super Bowl Sunday was this Sunday. I thought I had another Sunday. So that was another reason why I didn't start the the scrappy 26 block because tomorrow, game day, clue number 4 will come out. Saturday, clue number 5 will come out. And then Super Bowl Sunday, 6, 7, 8. I don't think there's a 9. I think that's it. Those will start coming out about 9 o'clock my time, Eastern time, or I think it's 9 o'clock because it's Central Standard Time. So she said 8 Central Standard Time. Doesn't matter. I usually, I'm not awake enough to function a machine like my sewing machine, even though I'm up early. So, but I will get back to that scrappy one. I did get my clue 3 done on my crochet, the mandala. So now it is a square. It started out as a circle, got so big, and now we have turned that circle into a square. So I have to wait until next Wednesday for the next one, but that's all right because y'all, I got enough to do here. So other than that, yesterday I wanted to show you what Mr. Jerry had made before his surgeries. He made these coasters, and this is like Purple Heart, the stripe through it. The different, these are all different woods because you can see the line here. That Purple Heart is a different one. This is different, this is different, this and this. So it holds, quite well. It holds our big mugs. So, and then he had also made a stand last year, and it's to hold my embroidery hoops, my 6-inch hoops that has a design in them, to hold them. But it also holds my phone in it, and so that's what I set my phone in it. So, and many years ago, he played around and he made me a seam ripper. He did it in wood. I have a red one, but I don't think it's in here. And it has the tiny ripper on the bottom. And then he put, I don't know why he put a larger one on top. I never use this one. Never ever. Because my material's not like leather or anything like that. So I have that in here too. I'm just looking to see. It's not in here. It's probably out in my area. So that's what he likes to do besides collecting furniture to bring them back to life. So, but other than that, I'm going to let you go because I have to go fold clothes. I have to then start supper, get this uploaded first so I don't forget, because there are times that I have forgotten. So, but anyways, thanks for stopping by, my friends. I hope that your day has been a great one. And let me know if you're watching the Olympics, or could you care less, Let me know if you're working on anything, and or just leave me a bunch of emojis. That works too. So, oh, and yesterday, before I let you go, yesterday was my 3rd year anniversary on YouTube. 3 years. The first year, I posted videos, but not many. You're not going to find them because I deleted them all out. So, but the 2 years was for the weight loss channel, and the first year was all weight loss. Just I recorded my my tracker, every food I ate and all that stuff. And then I switched over, and I was doing it 7 days a week all the time. And then I switched it over and to involved more of the craft side and more different things like that. And then it's just evolved into everything that it is now, and it will continue to evolve into everything, you know, between weight loss and retirement life and garden life and craft life and now milling, whole wheat berry life, you know. I'm collecting recipes like crazy to make, and but it all encompasses who I am, who we are, who we are evolving into more as we're trying to get healthier with our bodies and our mind and our heart and soul. And so I hope you stick around to see how everything goes. So thanks again. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.